there's the Silicon Valley move fast and break things thesis is being applied to the federal government right now that I think we're seeing the real-time ramifications. Turning slightly, though, it kind of does relate overall to national security, which has been a theme of this conversation. Earlier today, you reiterated a call to have all government employees better trained on classified material. Can you explain why you put that letter out in the open today?
Sure. And this is actually a specific call for our members of Congress to have security training. As a member of Congress, I get granted a top secret clearance just by being elected. There is no background check. There is no training process. And I come from a military background, and I actually come from a background where I held a TSSCI clearance, as did my father, as did my mother, as did generations of my family. And that is something that I don't take for granted. Sometimes it takes as much as 2 years for somebody to go through the vetting process, and then even more time to go through the sort of training process of what it means to hold some of the nation's most secret information in your hands and how you need to manage it so that people don't die. And so what I've been trying to accomplish here in Congress is, okay, I give up on us going through background checks. I've tried to get that as a requirement, but at a minimum, when we come to Congress, we should have annual training that tells us how to manage classified information and also who we can share it with and how we can share it. That's at a minimum, bare minimum, what we should be doing. And as you've seen today with the news, coming out of the administration and coming out of some people who ought to know better, and their background is significant enough that they do know better, that they have broken some of those laws. They have broken the trust and faith of the American people, and they have given information that in people's hands is deadly to Americans. In my opinion, they ought to resign.
Is there anyone specific that you would call to resign?
I'm still in the process of weeding through all of these exchanges. Literally, it's right in front of me to try to understand, who to aim my ire at. But I come from this family of service where if you do something like this and what you've done is wrong, you resign. And so I don't know that I'm at this point ready to name names because it looks as though there's more than a couple who ought to know better than that.